Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. Things got a little crazy after the last video, and I've been kind of busy. But in this video I'm going to be talking less about what I'm working on in the video and more about just art in general. I've been trying to sketch every day for the last, I don't know, 20-30 days. So every year around this time I try to finish my sketchbook as soon as possible because my birthday's in October, beginning of October, and I don't know why I started this, but I prefer to keep a sketchbook for only one age. So I don't want a sketchbook to be from age, let's say 14 to 15 or 15 to 17 or whatever. I prefer to keep it one age so I can just say, okay, sketchbook I filled when I was this age. It's just, I don't know why I started that, but it's just something I do. So I'm trying to finish my sketchbook before my birthday, and the tricky thing is that I have been working on the sketchbook for almost a year now, and it is the longest I have ever taken to fill a sketchbook. It's insane. My first ELO sketchbook, I spent 4 months on it. My second ELO, I spent 6 months on it, half a year, which is a lot better. But this one is taking me almost 12 months, and I'm gonna finish it like so close to the day. I think I'll finish it at the end of September, and it's gotta be done before October 5th. Alright, so I suppose I will talk a little bit about what I'm working on here before I get into the topic of the video later on. So this was a study I was doing, some portrait studies. They were supposed to be 10-minute portrait studies, 10 minutes each, and I will say I worked a little more than 10 minutes on each, but the 10 minutes was just supposed to hold me back from spending half an hour on each because they were studies. The second face did not turn out. It turned out looking pretty horrible. I didn't know what I was gonna do at first. I was gonna take my white gel pen and go over it and fix it, but that did not really help. So what I did was take a sticky note, slap it on top, and I had a go at it later that evening because I don't know, I was done filming, and yeah, I wanted to be done for a while. I don't like my videos to be too long. I mean, it would have been nice to have that part in the video just to show how I fixed it, but you'll see it at the end of the video. I draw a lot of stuff in this video because I didn't know what I was going to film for a while. It was just supposed to be an extra easy video. I know, it's late. It has taken me forever to edit this video. So I guess it is an easy video. It's just things got busy for me. I was gonna have it like 2 weeks up after the last one, but that never happened. Yeah, I've been working on a lot of other things. School started, which I'm super excited for. This year I'm doing the 1-year adventure novel. So I'm hoping to get a book written by the end of the school year. I'm excited about that. And I've also been sewing. I just recently finished a sewing project. I gotten into couture clothing lately. Couture is handmade clothing sewn specifically to fit your own measurements or a specific person's measurements. And so I sewed a skirt. I picked an old vintage pattern, and I'm a beginner sewer. Don't you think that was kind of a dumb idea? Yeah, I had to get help from my grandma with that one, and next time I'm not gonna pick an old pattern. But you see, it was a vintage skirt, and I love vintage clothing. So, I mean, it looked easy enough, and it said on the pattern, it said for adventurous beginner. I'm like, you know what? That's what I am, an adventurous beginner. Yeah, at least I finished it. I love it. It's blue. It's like a dark, deep navy blue. And I found the buttons off Etsy. I'll try and have a picture up for it so you guys can see. Also, if you heard any loud noises in the background, some of my brothers were having a Nerf war. Yeah. Well, here we are on to the next drawing. Yeah, it was just drawing every day, trying to film whatever I could. Oh, this drawing? I like this one. This is me trying to design, like, my dream wedding dress. I have dreams of sewing it, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Unless I can put in the practice to sew and get good at it enough to be able to design my own wedding dress. But, you know, it'd be an adventure in itself. Fun. First of all, I apologize if you hear any noises in the background. Seems to be a louder day around the house than normal. And I've got papers next to me, notes, because I'm terrible with words when recording. But in this video, I'm going to be talking about discipline in drawing. It's something I've been thinking about for a while now. So I guess I'll jump right in. I'll probably be done talking about it before the video's over. But at least, you know, there's music for you guys to listen to. Alright. So I've been drawing every day, and I feel like drawing every day really helps me to improve more, but it's not necessary and can create burnout. Which it did for me last year around this time, which is why I took so long to fill my sketchbook. But it takes discipline, because some days I just don't feel like drawing in my sketchbook, and sometimes I just gotta get online, look up something. Pinterest always helps, though I spend more time looking on Pinterest than I actually do with the drawing. Yeah. But, art. So, art starts out as an interest at first, usually. At a young age, like when I was 5 or 6, my oldest brother, I'd watch him draw. He was really into that, and that's what formed my interest. I would draw with him, I'd watch him, and I was always amazed at what he would create. And it instilled an interest for it in me. And that interest ended up growing into a passion for art. But passion is feeling and emotion, both of which are temporary unless it's fed. Passion for art can be the same way. For instance, in a close relationship with someone, whether it be siblings, in marriage, or best friends, you're not always going to feel like being nice to them. Maybe you're in a bad mood or upset. You don't want to take the trouble to show kindness when you don't feel it. I know that happens to me sometimes. All of these are feelings and emotions of our flesh, which, like weather, change. But that's where discipline and love comes in. It takes lots of hard work to show kindness towards others and think selflessly when you do not feel like it. But when you do, you're showing love. Love is a sacrifice. It's giving up something good, it isn't always good, for something better. Putting hard work towards something you're passionate about and disciplining yourself in it, working through the ups and downs, not giving up, will create in you a love for it. You won't get out of it what you don't put in. A Bible verse from Psalm 126:5 says, "They that sow in tears shall reap in joy." This doesn't just go for relationships, it applies to so much, your life even. When you put in the discipline to draw and to train yourself in the art or craft, when you face that art block, that burnout, those feelings of disinterest, when you face the challenge, you are sowing something great that you will be reaping with joy in time to come. Heroes, conquerors, are those that made some sort of sacrifice for something great. You can't reap what you don't sow. And I think that's all I have to say about that. So, I mean, if you have a passion for art or anything else and you want to pursue it, then do it. Put in the effort, and the effort will give back to you. Turn challenge into a chance to conquer. Turn weakness into a chance to strengthen, and turn passion into a chance to love. It takes more than passion to make a dream reality. Yeah, that's kind of the topic of this video, and I know that didn't take a long while to say, and it probably sounded like I was reading something, because I was. But I hope that made sense. Something I've been thinking about a lot lately with art. It used to be a passion for me. Art did. And I realized with art block, and then feeling like, some days you're like, okay, I just don't feel like doing this. It's like real life. Sometimes you just don't feel like doing it. Even something you love, something you've worked hard at. But to do it anyway, to put in the discipline to do it, will create a love for it. It won't just be a passion anymore, because love isn't a feeling necessarily. It's not an emotion. Love is not an emotion. It's something deeper than that. And where emotions fade or change, love stands, and it stays. So I think that's something we all need to remember on our art journey, or any journey that we're on, is that hard work and discipline will be rewarded. And honestly, that's pretty encouraging to think about. So yeah, I'm a fast reader, so that was over pretty quickly. I had written a lot, and I read it very quickly. I apologize for that, but yeah, I hope this was in some way encouraging for you, any of you, and I suppose I will see you all in my next video, hopefully. Bye-bye.